100 awards on her mantle, Taylor Swift has walked away with 2 MTV Video Music Awards, 7 Academy of Country Music Awards, and 7 Grammys, along with being the youngest artist in history to win Album of the Year. But back in 2006, when this enchanted country singer released her first self-titled debut album, her red carpet style had not yet developed.
Taylor Swift had this cutest country girl look. She wore natural curls, she was fresh face makeup, and she always had cowboy boots on.
Over the next few years, Taylor's beauty began to evolve. In 2008, Swift kicked off her cowboy boots when she crossed over to the world of pop music. Her second album, Fearless, earned her a Grammy nod for Best New Artist. And in 2009, Taylor looked beautiful when she arrived on the Grammy red carpet in a black gown by Kaufman Franco.
Taylor is so girly. She's got this very kind of sweet, princessy vibe to her. And when she kind of went to the next chapter, it became just a little sweeter.
Taylor Swift loves makeup, and even in her earlier years, we saw her often wearing makeup.
Swift accentuated her look by playing with different eyeshadows, liners, and colorful lips. Cosmetic lines took notice, and in 2010, Taylor became the face of CoverGirl. That same year, she released her third studio album, Speak Now, and her red carpet style became more sophisticated. As the recipient of 4 Grammy Awards, she looked elegant when she arrived in a sleek navy blue gown by Kaufman Franco and paired it perfectly with her favorite shade of red lipstick.
She found this great balance of looking really innocent and really sexy all at the same time.
In 2011, Taylor entered the perfume industry when she launched her first fragrance, Wonderstruck. Later that year, Swift took a new approach to her beauty regimen when she cut her bangs and straightened her hair just in time for the 2012 award season. Swift proudly paraded her new look when she walked away with the Woman of the Year trophy at the Billboard Music Awards in a red gown by Elie Saab.
She looked really grown up, and it was like a really big, brand new step for her. And she's suddenly finding this very sophisticated space for herself.
It was part of her trying to assert to the world that she wanted to be taken seriously and that she wasn't a little kid anymore.
In 2014, Taylor took her hair to a whole new level when she chopped it shoulder length. She showcased her new look at the New York Met Gala wearing a soft pink gown by Oscar de la Renta.
It started off really curly, and then she cut the bangs, and now, of course, she's cut it into a bob. And it's just this really interesting stage that she's managed to pair the makeup and the clothes perfectly with each stage.
I think Taylor Swift's signature is elegance, and the fact that she wears clothes that are very, very simple and really tailored to her body. She just always puts on an amazing presentation.
From her sweet beginnings as a country singer to the crossover pop star we see today, Taylor Swift reminds us that beauty is always an evolution. This is Taylor Swift Beauty Evolution. For more beauty evolutions, subscribe to the Allure channel.
We're going to do a lightning round. Have you ever seen a fan style and been inspired by it?
Yes.
Headdress?
The headband.
Okay. She loves the headbands.
I love headbands.
If you could only wear one pair of Keds for the rest of your life, what would it be and what would its hashtag be?
Red Keds. Hashtag kittens. Like, what does it even do?
What fashion advice would you give your former self?
I don't look good in, what are they called? Boyfriend jeans? You know when they're supposed to be like all casual? It's like, yeah, like my boyfriend gave me these pants. Like, that's not weird or anything.
Right. When you plan a look, do you start with shoes, clothing, or accessories?
I start with lipstick, actually. I'm like, red lips or not? And then I'm always like, yes, red lips.
Is there a mundane household activity that you will do just because you kind of like it?
I love like opening boxes and like what's in the box. I don't know, I have to open it. Organizing things. I like moving into new places, clearly. Trust me.
Final question.
Lightning
Probably
round
the
is really...
best question ever. I really need to know how your cat is doing. Like, I really need to know how your cat is doing.
That's a really good question. Yeah. She fell in love with a bouquet of flowers. Spent 3 hours hugging the vase. I have a video of it. It's really cute.
Living the life. I'm going to send her some flowers next week.
Thank you. She likes them to be in a vase.
Okay, good. Good to know.
For more Breakfast with Bevan, subscribe to the Teen Vogue channel.
Okay, so speaking of not wearing pants, or I don't even know where to go with that.
Speaking of not wearing pants, we don't have a segue.
I'm back in LA for a special West Coast edition of Breakfast with Bevan with none other than Taylor Swift. sometimes when you're an international mega pop star, you just don't have time for breakfast. So we're gonna do a quick speed round of questions in front of a live studio audience. It's gonna be super exciting, and I'm gonna get my Oprah on. Hello.
Long time no see.
Good to see you.
Are you gonna try to make me cry?
Yeah, no, don't worry. Years and years ago, I was with Carly Kloss, and we were talking to Emma Stone, and they were like, do you know Taylor Swift? Let's go talk to her. And we walked over to you. And I was like, hi, I'm Andrew from Teen Vogue. Your cover's beautiful. And you were like, thanks. And I was like, this is Emma Stone and Carly Kloss.
You're trying to take credit for two of my best friendships?
Maybe.
I think that's what's happening. I just got to the bottom of this.
I feel like we have a lot of friends in common.
Really?
Jack Antonoff and I were like texting last night.
Amazing.
And this is like...
I was too.
Really?
Yeah.
I was telling him about boy problems.
I can talk to you about that. I'm probably better. He's got really amazing philosophical relationships.
Oh, he totally does.
For when you're in a relationship. I have really good advice for when you're having problems.
Oh, right.
See? Like we have our
And
specialties.
the perfect soundtrack.
We're gonna talk about shoes in front of a lot of people.
Totally.
Yeah.
Speaking of shoes, I need some help.
You're kind of going for like a pastel Easter egg look.
I couldn't
I
decide.
think with this outfit you go with the cream white.
I'm just gonna dive right in. I got a lot.
go.
I was at the Taylor Swift Education Center
Did you
in
learn lots of
Nashville.
new things?
I actually just took a picture in front of the sign. It's a nice sign.
Thank you so much.
Good font.
I love a good font.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. You remember when you were like a little kid and you just did not care how loudly you screamed?
I know you love Audrey Hepburn. Every time you see a new Audrey Hepburn movie.
The one she's put out in like the last 3 years.
No, yeah.
The new ones?
I'm talking about Netflix. I'm talking about like...
She only wore classic looks. The women in history who played a huge role in shaping my fashion have famously worn Keds.
Like, did you wear Keds when you were a little girl?
I had the white and I had the red ones in like a child's size.
I should hope your feet weren't that big when you were a child.
You would hope. I don't look good in a trouser. When
Really?
anything that says
Okay.
trousers
Taylor
or
Swift avoid.
or slacks.
Okay. Maybe later on in life. Maybe the trouser, you'll have a trouser
I
epiphany.
look good in a pant.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not saying I look good. I'm saying it's decent.
I look really good in pants. I look good in pants too, as
Yes,
well.
you do. Passing trends tend to be the things that you look back on and you go, whoa, I really did that, didn't I? Everybody's got some embarrassing photo. My high school pictures are like, it's tragic. My style forever was going to be cornrows. I took my school picture with the cornrows. It really thrust me into like understanding what it's like to not have anywhere to sit at the cafeteria. Like,
What is the oldest thing in your closet that you still wear?
I have old headbands. Like that's the only thing I keep around. I'll wear a headband and I'll go on Instagram and someone's like, she's had that headband for 7 years. It's going really well.
I know. I think it's going really well.
This is riveting for people, I think.
I know, they love it. Do you have a favorite look that has stuck out, or do you just love all those gowns just the same?
I got to wear this Oscar de la Renta gown to the Met Ball, and it was like ballet pink, and it had a bow in the back, had a long train. It was so classic and simple. That's my new favorite.
It was a princess moment.
Yeah.
Do you have a new style epiphany recently?
I kind of am mixing 50s, 60s, a little bit of 80s, 90s.
Is there an era that you would not touch, like medieval times, Taylor?
I actually went through that phase. That
Like
happened.
red velvet?
No, it was corsets.
Hey, buddy.
Stop!
Do you have a question?
I think no. Stop!
No.
I don't want it to happen. No! No!
Don't stop it.
Get off!
Okay, there. He went away. Paparazzi in this town, they're crazy.
No, I took care of it. I shamed him away.
You did.
Tidal waves. Do you ever think about that?
Not often, because I grew up in Colorado.
They can get you anywhere.
And there's been
We're near a
multiple-
beach now. There could be a tidal wave.
Stop it. Are you a good cook?
Yes.
You are. Oh,
Yeah.
That's good.
I like to chop up vegetables. Because Ina Garten taught me how to chop vegetables. I'm bad at a lot of things, but I can definitely make food, and then people eat it, and then they like it.
I'm really thinking about what I'm going to eat. Neil,
Oh my
but-
God, me too. I've already figured it out, too, yeah.
What is the world's biggest misconception of you?
You know what that is.
I do.
Yeah.
What?
I'm dating everyone I go to lunch with, and I fall in love with everybody I date.
Are we dating?
You just wait.
Okay.
Tomorrow, You'll see.
If you had to have one hashtag for the rest of your life, what would it be?
What does the hashtag do, though?
We could take a picture of a pizza and do hashtag pizza, and then we could look at everyone else's pictures of pizza.
But what if they hashtagged cheese pizza? Is that a different category?
Different category.
Does capital letters make it a different hashtag?
Like you're yelling it.
So one time I hashtagged what is a hashtag and what does it do? Like, I don't understand. But I think I put spaces in it, so it was only like what?
Right.
Hashtag what?
Thank you so much, and thank you guys so much for coming out. I think you were awesome. I think we were both awesome. Hashtag awesome.
Did he not
Thank
do
you.
an amazing job?
The mint soup.
Even though Taylor doesn't really know how to use a hashtag, you do. Use it and let me know who you want me to have breakfast with next. And maybe there'll even be an omelet or two next time.